Hi, thanks for checking out the Fuel Your Mission vlog for today. This is vlog number 8, and this is going to be a little bit of a shorter post here than from normal, but I really want to talk about two words that are pretty common in the career path and in terms of trying to be aggressive with your career and with your life. And those two words that you hear pretty often are complacency and contentment. So oftentimes if you're trying to be aggressive in your career or maybe trying to make an entrepreneurial jump, you'll hear some common criticisms that talk about you learning to be content. And I think that was certainly something that I heard pretty frequently is, being content with your situation. And where I have a fear is that I think what a lot of people mean by that is you need to become complacent. You need to settle where you are. So I really want to dive into each of those two words, what they're defined, how they can be applied, and how they should be stayed away from in your life and in your career. So first of all, contentment is, if you look up the definition, it alludes to a sense of peace and well-being and happiness with where you are. And that could be even a temporary happiness, but just a pause and a peace and being present in that specific moment and learning to be okay with that moment. Complacency, on the other hand, which again, as I mentioned, is oftentimes confused with contentment. Complacency implies, in the dictionary they mention it, and I thought this was interesting, an unawareness of dangers that may lie ahead, or deficiencies, dangers or deficiencies. So if you think about those two words and how they're often misrepresented as meaning the same thing, what we really need to be careful of is steering clear of being complacent. Being complacent is a naivety to what's going on. You're essentially chalking off the fact that, oh, well, I am where I am. This is the way it's going to be for the rest of my life. And sadly, I think in generations prior, and certainly in our generation right now, we see a lot of that. A lot of people go away to college, or they go to technical school, or they learn a trade or a craft, and then they sit in that position as a 20-year-old, 22-year-old, and literally watch the next 30 to 40 years of their life just go by and assume that that's what's normal. So the difference here, and the bottom line for today, is be content. So be at peace, be happy with where you are for the moment, get as much out of it as you can, enjoy it, but don't let yourself become complacent, because complacency is certainly not being content. Complacency is an unrest, and it will really end up killing you in the long run, so to speak. So check that out. Look up those words for yourself. Think about how they apply to you, and make a change and make choices based on that. Thanks.